Hey everybody, welcome, I'm BigMacDavis here, and this is more Doom Zero, the 100% walkthrough for the PC, played through GZDoom on the ultra-violence difficulty setting. This is Map 25, Abandoned Compound. Is it really so abandoned? I guess we'll find out right now. We got the angry chair music playing, which is very fitting, I guess, for a map like this. But the first thing we're going to do is walk forward, grab our regular shotgun, and then jaunt over to the left to see if we can snag our super shotgun. And then we'll take care of a couple of chain gunners that are hiding up here in the center island with the super shotgun. And once they are both dead, then we can systematically hunt down the remainder of the enemies. With no armor, this makes it very tricky, actually. Let's grab some shotgun shells so that we can still use our SSG. And there should be an Arachnotron, there he is, down there. So we'll get everybody dead, and we'll investigate this island with the super shotgun. And basically just loot it by just grabbing all of the items that we can see. And then we'll pay special attention to a couple of things. One is this 1 and 2 switch, conducive with the exit area that we'll get to later. But also this Satyr door that also has 2 switches inside of it, conducive with the lift and the blue key. We'll get to all of this later on, and you'll see when that will be. But for right now, we will head back to the starting area. And again, gather up all the items that we can see. Now back here at the starting area... Oh, somebody saw us. I think there's one more, yeah. Might as well take care of them now, I guess. The Alpha Souls. We'll go through the UAC door nearest the starting door, because it has a couple of special items, and I will point them out as we get to them. For right now, our job is literally to kill all the enemies that we see until we get to said items that I will point out. Along the way, we have a Mancubus. Thank you, Mancubus, for killing the Alpha Soul. And also an Arachnotron and several more Alpha Souls. Yeah, this map is just chock full of Alpha Souls, like literally just chock full of them. We'll grab the Berserk Pack here, because we're not coming back, but it is nice to have for the health. And even more Alpha Souls. The first item of note that I said we'd come to is the armor at long last. Now what I like to do here is kind of get the first Revenant to notice me, and then I'll just tickle him to death with the chain gun. And then I'm more comfortable dealing with the second Revenant, as well as the Arachnotron, the spider that we will squash. We'll go through this UAC door later. It's actually conducive to a secret. And we'll kill the chain gunners behind the blue bars that we can't open just yet. This is the secret area. We can't go through this door until we actually open up the UAC door. So let's do that. And we'll run through and grab our second item of note, the plasma gun. Very handy to have. Now from here, you can just use your new plasma gun on the collection of enemies that are here. Now, we won't go any further than this blue door. Let's backtrack back to the starting area, actually. Oh, I missed an armor bonus. Now, back at the starting area, the next thing we're going to do is go towards the white stairs. But we will go through the UAC door first. Snipe off a few gunners, and also the Megasphere that we'll just use the chain gun on until we're out of bullets. This can be lowered down like a lift, but be very careful as you sneak up here, because we have more gunners, and this is the exit area that we will get to later, also the plasma cell later. And now it's time to go up the white stairs, with our new plasma gun handy, for a couple of revenants way off in the distance. Sometimes they'll infight with the Hell Knights, but that's not always going to be a guarantee. And then we'll just use our super shotgun, since they give us a bunch right here on the Hell Knights. And once again, just let all the enemies come to you. I'll save that energy cell pack. I don't want to pick it up just yet. But we will grab all of the items we see first. This is not a door, by the way. Now comes probably the trickiest part of the level so far. What I'm going to do is just run straight forward and alert everybody to my presence. Take care of the Arachnotron first and foremost. And then all of the bigger enemies in the distance. And down below here, we have a bunch of enemies that we need to destroy, including probably a dozen Alpha Souls. And they will all eventually come for you. I see many have died already. Probably through infighting. That's fantastic news for me. I don't mind it when enemies infight. Let's grab that energy cell, though. We'll be back to these colored doors later on when we actually have the keys to go through them. Let's use more plasma on the many more enemies. Being careful to use the center pillar here as your hold point. Oh, wow! Too bad I interrupted that sexy party. Oh, I got the chain gunner on those stairs. Very deadly enemy, actually. He can really snipe you and ruin your day. We'll make a pit stop on the left here to pick up another energy cell pack, and we're now on the other side of where the exit was. Remember that Megasphere from over there? Oh yeah. There is a way to get the Mega Armor and the Soul Sphere using this lowered bridge, and I'll show that off later. For now, we got many more enemies to snipe, and I mean, look at them all. You can try and get the enemies, well, look at there. You can try and get the enemies to infight with each other. Though I was going to say, that's not always going to happen. There's an Alpha Soul. Yeah, he's gonna try to flank me. There we go. No flanking today. I got flanked enough during my practice runs. I'm not having it. We'll gun down one Arachnotron with the plasma, and then we'll just super shotgun the next one. tons of things to investigate down here, by the way, but first come the enemies that need to die. The first thing we need to investigate are the yellow, red, and blue keys, so close together but so far away. There's also this lift that we will ride up in a little bit. And then we come to this area with the blue door that I said we backtrack back this way, which we did. We'll grab that energy cell pack. So now what we're going to do is go up this lift. Because up here, the goal of this entire loop around here was to actually get the plasma gun for the exit area. Let's press the 1 and the 2, in that order by the way, and run. And this is why I want the plasma gun. You could come down here before getting the plasma gun, but it's rather cramped with these Hell Knights. We'll press the Satyr switch, and we need the Gargoyle and Lion switch to open up the exit area. So we'll lower everything down manually. And when we hit the Satyr switch, it opened up the Satyr door, revealing 2 switches needed for the blue key. So we'll lower down the lift, press both switches, ride the lift up, and get our way to the rocket launcher. And totally miss the blue key, because I was so excited about the rocket launcher. So we'll ride the lift back up. That's okay. You gotta be kinda quick. So lower this down, press both switches, and run, run, run! There we go, to the blue key. Now when we jump off, the direction we want to go is right, through the UAC door, and then through the blue bars, to press our very first gargoyle switch. Well, it's the only gargoyle switch, but it's needed for the exit area. We'll go back through the UAC door, and now we'll go through this blue door. Hit scanners first, then the Alpha Soul, and then the Hell Knight. Now from here on out, for a little while, they give us lots of bullets. We might as well use it for the radiation area. Yeah, don't step in the radioactive area. It will hurt. Obviously, that's why it's called radiation. Look how many Alpha Souls. Do you think there's enough? I certainly think so. Now let's have our plasma gun ready for a Hell Knight, but also a couple of Cacos that we can kind of injure with the SSG or with the plasma gun, and then finish off kind of well with the super shotgun. By the way, there is a secret in the radioactive area. I'll come back for it though. Let's lure the Hell Knight to me, because there's enemies behind him that will snipe me while I'm taking care of him. Particularly the shotgunners, they can hit scan you. Now we'll stand here and let the enemies come to us. Don't step up on the lip just yet, until all the enemies are dead. Then we can do so. Now when you fire in here, it will wake up a bunch of enemies. So you either want to deal with them one at a time by kind of luring them down behind where the lip is, like this. Which I'll kind of do with a couple of the enemies, but not all of them. because I do want to kill things in a timely fashion. Speaking of which, let's just do it right now. Let's wake up all 3 revenants and the Mancubus. Hide from all the projectiles. We'll gun down all the enemies that we see. They give me a lot of bullets, might as well use them all, right? I mean, we're here. The bullets are here, we might as well use them. Let's not go through this darkened area just yet, but I am just going to snipe off the enemies that I see through there. And we'll come to this area later. Let's instead head down the lighted area and pick up all the single solitary rockets and use our rocket launcher on the next Mancubus. And a couple of Skelleboys down there. Should be like 2 more, though. I hear a Cacodemon, too. Thank you for changing the sound effects of the Cacodemon. I now can differentiate them from other enemies. They're roaming sounds. And a Losty that we will deal with. Eventually we'll come to this door, which is actually another blue door with the yellow door. We'll come back to this area later. Now we'll lower down this wall that is not open like the others, and it's a secret area with a Baron. But also a backpack full of ammo, which we will gladly take. Let's head back and get some bullets. From right here. I also might as well go through here. And, okay, that's going to close. Let's reopen this door and run through and get one more energy cell pack, just so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my plasma now. Okay, so now let's go back to where we were. Up here. Because now we have the lowered bridge to the supercharge. Just walk forward. I remember the first time I played this map, I couldn't figure out how to raise this bridge. It wasn't until I stepped off that I realized, oh, it raises up like this. With our newly acquired backpack, we can pick up all the ammo. Now up here, there's the yellow and red key. Let's get the red key first. Which, actually the red key is a secret area, so let's go back up the lift. Also, when you come up here and get the supercharge, make sure you walk towards where the dead Mancubus is to open up the wall right here, so it's a shortcut back up to the top. And now we will grab the chainsaw and the yellow key, drop down, and we'll head left all the way to the colored doors. We could go through the yellow door, but let's go through the red bars first. For an arch vial. Still not dead. Still not dead! My goodness. Now this is a secret area. The red area is a secret. Find the skull that does not have lights in his eyes and force him to. For a couple of potatoes that we will gladly squash into mashed taters. Open up the next wall for even more enemies to destroy. And just for the sake of time, let's just tickle a Revenant with the plasma gun. Yes, that is a mighty big tickle. He died rather quickly. Now, where the chain gunner came from, yes, there's a Megasphere there. Yes, I will grab it right now, even though I don't need it. We're at the end of the map anyway. When you walk in here, a door will open, but when you walk back out, it closes. So what do? You have to step in and step out quickly enough to keep the door open. And we'll gun down the spider, squash the Black Widow, and get our BFG 9000. That's the purpose for coming in through the red door. Now we're locked and loaded. Ready for the yellow door now? No, not yet. We have one more secret, and that is in the radioactive area. Let's have our BFG ready, though. Find this brown corner here and use it. And it will open up an invulnerability sphere. And we'll BFG everybody here. We'll grab it and run straight forward and through the yellow door. And this is why I grabbed it. An extreme buttload of Barons of Hell that all need to feel Doomguy's wrath. And here it is, the lion switch that we need to exit this level with. All that's left are 2 more enemies, and they're going to be in the exit area, so let's go back. Let's grab this. Let's go back down the white stairs and up these stairs for the exit area. So 1 and 2. And we'll have our BFG ready one more time for a couple of Skelevoys. And that's it. Let's get the heck out of here. What's funny is if you fall down gently, you won't exit right away, not until you fall off this ledge. Abandoned Compound is not so abandoned. Oh my goodness, this map is so many paths to go. And at first, when I practiced this map, it was really difficult for me to actually plan out a route that made sense, and that actually gave you an optimal route toward the weapons. I found out, hey, if I can get the plasma gun early, and as early as possible, the rest of this map is literally a piece of cake. Because spread throughout the entire map, not even in secret areas, are energy cells. So once I figured out, hey, I gotta get the plasma gun first and early, I realized the rest of the map becomes a piece of cake after that. Aside from that, not much else to say. The red area is a secret area, very well worth it for the BFG 9000, and just a lot of switches, a lot of figuring out where to go. I think I actually got confused the most out of any map. The area with the supercharge and mega armor, the bridge that had to raise up by walking onto the lowered bridge, confused me the most. But that's just me. Maybe other people won't be as confused, but I certainly was for about 10 minutes. So I was just wandering the map, just wondering what to do. Yeah, wandering and wondering. There we go. That was Abandoned Compound, and next we have Fortification. Oh boy. what is being fortified, I guess we'll find out next time. So until then, I'm BigMacDavis here, and I will see you in fortification. So take care, everybody. I'll see you there for more pistol start action. Take care.